Just another video in Garry's mod in Big City. But there's always been a strange feeling I get when I do play on this map. And now that I think about it, there's actually been quite a few maps that I feel, well, kind of uncomfortable. And it's strange because I've felt this way every single time I've started Garry's mod. I thought that maybe it was just me, or that maybe I was just like being weird or something, but then I see this video. And shout out to the librarian, definitely check his channel out, guys. He makes some pretty cool videos, but this video in particular really stood out to me. That creepy feeling in Garry's mod. What is it with Source games? And I can't help but think Garry's mod is not the only game that makes me feel this way. In fact, a lot of moments in the Half-Life story makes you feel alone, isolated, as if no one's coming to save you and you have to figure something out all on your own. You are a one-man army, as Gordon Freeman. But of course there are supporting characters along the way, there is a main story, of course. You feel like you're not really completely in it alone, you have help with the rebels. But Garry's mod, well, Garry's mod is different, and Counter-Strike, like playing alone on D-Dust, and you're the only one on the map. Suddenly that little jingle and music that you hear, or maybe the footsteps from your own feet, they're the only things you can hear, and something just feels unnerving. Now going back to Garry's mod here on Big City, well, you get that same feeling. I walk around and I hear nothing but creepy, ambient sounds that give me the impression that this world is alive, but it's not. I'm the only one on this map. Hearing a car speed, or maybe like some sirens, like an ambulance or a police car. But none of it's there. It's all just like this illusion. And this gives you this uncomfortable feeling that led me to understand the meaning of liminal spaces. And that is going to be the topic of today's video. We have a few maps to take a look at, but I wanted to stop at Big City first because I gotta say, the first time I ever played Garry's mod was on my brother's computer back in like 2011. Even then, I was on Big City and I felt this uncomfortable, unnerving feeling that I'm being watched, or that I shouldn't be on this map by myself. This feeling is even more amplified when you consider downtown, which is normally bustling. When you go to an RP server, this is one of the most popular RP maps of all time. And you go there, and you're alone. It's just you in this map with no other players. You hear the ambient sounds in the background, but no one's there. It gives you this feeling as if you could go around a corner and someone's gonna pop out at you, but they don't. It's just you. And it just feels like it shouldn't be that way. Like you shouldn't be there, or that there should be someone there with you. And, well, even doing it on my own, because I had to make sure that I felt that way, recording this video, I felt extremely uncomfortable, which was really odd considering I play on a lot of maps alone all the time. Enter liminal spaces. Now on the wiki, a liminal space is a location which is a transition between two other locations or states of being, so kinda like a waiting room, or a hallway, or even like an office. Now normally these things are okay, but when you consider them being empty, that right there changes the entire mood. Now this actually shook me to my core, because for the longest time, I've had nightmares of being in an empty mall. And I think it's one of the scariest experiences I've had in terms of nightmares, and it seems so trivial. It's just a mall that's empty. But it's weird that liminal spaces could explain why it's so unnerving. Another thing about liminal spaces that's really important is it also has to be a familiar place. So Not like a very cliche, like, dark dungeon that you've never been to, but a place that you know very well, except something is missing. Something is just off by a bit. And so we come to the first map, which is Liminal Hotel. Liminal Hotel is a recreation of a real place in London. The creator of this map made a very good recreation of this place, and there's a bunch of interesting references and also a bunch of really cool Easter eggs hidden on the map. Now, the first thing I experienced on this map was this strange isolation. Not like you're alone, but more like you're not supposed to be alone, or maybe that I'm not even supposed to be here. And I couldn't help but notice this strange feeling of me being watched, even though I knew I was the only one on this map, or so I thought. Now, this appears to be a regular hotel. There's a lot of rooms and there's a huge number of floors. There's also some very creepy things, and there's even a record player that will play a very creepy song that unfortunately I will have to mute. Really do make sure you turn on the music. It really does add to the experience. So as I said, there's quite a few creepy things in this map. I won't spoil all of them, but one of them is a strange shadowy figure appearing in a window, but when you look too close, they disappear. I was also able to find a bloody stain on the ground with a knife, and that kind of started to give me the creeps because there's now a sense of danger, but I don't know where that danger is coming from. So this is kind of a classic liminal situation where it feels like you're looking at something you're not supposed to. Something about this hotel and the way that it's viewed with the lighting almost just feels like you're not even supposed to be looking at this, or that you're not supposed to be here. I think that's the big thing I get from this map. However, when you go up into the rooms, you'll see every single room, and I did check all of them are empty. And it's just kind of unnerving to think, like, this is a hotel that is empty. Now, of course, I'm playing on Garry's mod, and obviously, I didn't invite anyone to my server, so if there was someone here, then that would probably be more creepy than me being alone. But it still doesn't completely remove that unnerving feeling. It's the same feeling you get in Big City when you're just sitting there not talking. I find I can get through these videos and these maps alone because I'm talking all the time, so I'm not able to really take in the creepy atmosphere. But when I was recording this, I recorded the gameplay before the audio, which means that I did not say a single thing while recording this. I also played the soundtrack, which is copyrighted, which I cannot play unfortunately, but I will have creepy music over the video anyway. I remember feeling goosebumps when I first came across this hallway, and this happened. Needless to say, I shat my pants. Not really, but hypothetically I did, in my mind. So that made me realize there's a lot more to this map than meets the eye. It's not just your standard empty map that's supposed to give you this pseudo creepy feeling. There is a real feeling here, and I didn't know how to explain it or even how to react to it, so I realized it's time to take it even deeper. And that takes us to our next map, GM Liminal Space. This one apparently features almost every single type of liminal space. We have school corridors, we have back rooms, computer rooms, pools, dream pools, dead malls, motel corridors, and more. Now, the thing about this was that it's almost as if it's like a fever dream. So it's more of a psychedelic map, not exactly as real to life as you could think, but this gives me a very dreamy vibe, as if like I'm having this dream where I'm waking up and I found myself in this strange place all by myself, and then I have this feeling that I shouldn't be here, or that I have to eventually run into someone at some point, right? But I don't. And this is the strange feeling that a liminal space can give you. This map is the quintessential, absolute best version of liminal space if you want to experience every single one of them. It is, again, more on the unrealistic side with all the super glowy windows, but that gives it that dreamy atmosphere that I think really sets it up to be an amazing map. However, the Liminal Hotel was what really struck me. Something about that map just didn't sit right with me at all, and it again reminded me of Big City, or even more so downtown, And I have to say, I am very interested in this topic now. Liminal space is now one of my favorite things to look into. I hope that more of these maps come out. I hope that more maps can capture that creepy, you're being watched, or you shouldn't be seeing this kind of feeling. And I want to know what you guys think about liminal spaces down below. I want to thank you guys for being so patient. I know my videos have not been as active as I'd want them to be, but I'm really trying to put more effort and maybe even change the direction of these videos. So let me know what you think down below if you enjoy this type of video. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know your favorite kind of liminal space down below. And if you want to see mod in the future, you can do that in the comments. I don't even have to tell you guys to like the video because you guys know what to do. And if you want to subscribe to see more videos like this or just other modding content, make sure you subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys are amazing. I can't wait to make more videos. You guys encourage me. I hope my videos make your guys' day a little bit better. And until then, thanks for watching and farewell.